if you want to know how well the interview's done, generally, as you're leaving the room or you're on the train on your way home, when you reflect back, a great measure is who did most of the talking. If the person doing the interviewing did 80% of the talking, it didn't go very well. Generally speaking, it's 60% you and 40% them. So if you haven't really engaged in the discussion, I think you'll find you'll struggle to get that job. So always make sure that you do far more talking, because you're there on display. And I think if you find that the interviewer does all the talking, then actually you've not performed very well. I think the only other tip that I can share with you, or one other tip I can share with you, is, believe it or not, one of the most important parts of the interview is when you're actually leaving the room at the end and walking to the door or walking to the lift. To me, that 90 seconds is your opportunity where generally the guards come down. As you're sitting in front of somebody, it's a very formal interview situation. But towards the end of every interview, and I do this in sales all the time, when I go along to a meeting and the meeting's ended, generally speaking, people normally escort you either back to reception or to the lift. Along that journey is your one opportunity to ask all the killer questions. You know, you can actually say to somebody, you know, by the way, James, I really enjoyed meeting you. You know, from your point of view, how did you think the interview went? Because now, as we're walking out towards the lift, they'll be far more relaxed and they'll tell you. That could also be the time when you ask that real question, you know, having kind of discussed the opportunity, am I the kind of person that you think would fit into this organization?